I can't not get enough of this Charles Stickmin, guys. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. I just can't get enough of his, I can't say good, and I can't say bad. They're films. I can't get enough of his movie. I've done a handful of videos on this guy already. I did one video talking about his Man from Earth movies, which those were fucking awful. Could I just rant about those for a second? He makes this movie in 2007 in a room, in a single room. It's not a movie. It's not. It's just a thought experiment of a couple people in a room. I don't even want to talk. The movies are no good. We're not talking about The Man from Earth. Today, I'm here to talk about 100 Below Zero and Mischief Night. This guy is unbelievable. I don't know where his mind goes when he thinks of movies. Richard is the greatest director, author, human. This guy is beautiful. He just comes up with the stupidest ideas, shits him out of his ass to get a 7% on Rotten Tomato, and moves on with his life to make another one. I want to create like he creates. He just doesn't stop. It's fucking awesome. About a week ago, or I think it was a little less than a week ago, I watched this 100 Below Zero movie. It's rated like shit on everything. IMDb, Rotten Tomato, Prime Video, anything possible that you could think where this is rated, it's rated like shit. 2.5 on IMDb, 7% Rotten Tomato, 2.5 on Prime Video. No good. And I saw this before going into the movie, but it's a Richard Stickmin movie. Obviously, I'm fucking watching it. This, by far, actually, before I go on about this movie, look at how many movies this guy has. Look at this. What the fuck? I'm not watching all. If every single movie is on this par with this 100 Below Zero movie, I will kill myself. That's fucking torture. Am I allowed to say that? 100 Below Zero. It's a movie about a volcano erupting in Europe, creating a mini ice age over Europe, and then a storm hits Europe. I think a hurricane or tornado hurricane thing. It turns into an ice tornado hurricane because the ice age, obviously. The movie is a family, two brother and sister are living in Paris, and their dad is an ex Air Force Marine, I don't know, ex-military dude from America, and his two kids are living abroad in Paris. And the whole plot of the movie is them escaping the horrors of this apocalyptic Europe state. Guys, this movie is unreal. Like, it is so bad. I just have to pull up and show you a couple clips. There's parts of the movie where they're just running around Paris. And there's just other people. It's like they literally just brought a camera to Paris and just started recording a movie on busy streets. There's a point when they're under the Eiffel Tower. And like I said, this is an apocalypse, ice age, ice tornado. And we're under the Eiffel Tower. And there's just construction guys in the background just doing their job. Day to day, just doing their job. I love the whole idea of this movie. There's scenes where, oh my god, I just remember the greatest scene. There's one scene where they go to this designer store, and we're in the apocalypse. Obviously, it's already ransacked. There's nothing in there. So they run to the basement, and they find two coats. The two people find two beautiful coats just laying on hangers, beautifully for them. What are the fucking odds of that? They put on the coats or whatever, and this guy, "You will not take my coats. You paid me money for my coats." You pay me for that, sir. You pay me for the coat. If you don't pay me for coat, you die now. You die now if you don't pay me for coat. Sir, this is an apocalypse, sir. I'm gonna freeze if you don't give me my coat, or if you don't let me have the coat. All right, well, supply demand, let's say 20,000 for each coat. 20,000 for each coat. Sir, obviously, I do not have 20,000 for one coat, let alone both coats.
Well, then you'd pay me nothing, and you take off the coats and you leave, or you leave with your life. I take your life if you want, huh?
The whole point is, the movie is so shit. It's beyond, like, okay, so there's bad, there's bad good, there's bad, and then there's what the fuck am I watching? This is this movie. I don't know what was going on. I don't know what I was watching. Another harp with, I talked about this in the last video I made about Richard's movies. Everyone's audio is recorded in a different spot. Even if it's a scene of them right next to each other, their audio is completely different, coming out of two completely different microphones, if they're even using microphones at all. I swear half of the people are recorded in studio and the other half of the people are just recorded on set. Or maybe they all were recorded on set, but they didn't like the lines being said, so they re-recorded them in studio. I don't even know. I don't like it. It's actually part of the movie that really drives me insane. Just people sounding nothing alike. It's scary. The whole movie is basically them escaping Paris, and it just ends with they get atop the Eiffel Tower and the ice tornado goes to take out the tower, and they get on a helicopter in the middle of a fucking hurricane. The helicopter is perfect. Whatever, they get on the helicopter and the movie fucking just ends with the chop. Oh, yeah, the movie ends with the fucking chopper. It's flying, it's up high, it's flying high, and it goes low solely so it can fly through the Arc de Triomphe. Yes, fuck yeah, fly through that arc. I love that. Give me the scene of that and then cuts. It goes, and then that's it. The movie's just over, just like that. Another thing with the Richard movies, he doesn't put an end on them. They just stop. The movie, they literally just stop. Wait, what? I'm like, is it buffering? Is it buffering? No credits, no nothing, no black screen. That's all we get. I don't get it. But whatever, I actually quite enjoyed this movie. It was a fun movie, but I had to take a break. I took a good, 3-day break before I could watch another one. I feel like I deserved it. This movie gave me a fucking headache just watching. Seriously, just watching gave me a fucking headache. I took a week off, and he had one more movie that was on, his top big must-watch movies, and that was Mischief Night. So I watch it, and I didn't know it was a horror movie, which is actually diabolical that I couldn't figure that out myself. Look at this shit. I couldn't tell that this was a fucking horror movie. Am I fucking stupid? Whatever. I'm watching, I turn on this movie and it's just as bad. I will say they figured out the audio bullshit in this. Finally, everyone's audio sounds the same. It's way better than everything's filmed in the same spot. It's like all the audio was captured in the same area through the same microphone. Just great. The plot of this movie is basically a blind girl in a house by herself while a guy tries to kill her, which seems fucking stupid, at least to me. Realistically, if I'm the man, I mog that bitch all day. I mog her. I'm sorry. A blind woman? I mog her all day. I win that fight all day. What is she realistically gonna do? There's so many scenes where the guy's just standing there in front of her and she's just on the phone calling or eating food and she watches TV. The blind girl watches TV. There's so much wrong with this movie, actually. Now that I think about it, there's so much wrong. I liked it. I really did enjoy the movie. It was a great movie, and I'm gonna continue talking about how great the movie is. Okay, but the guy's just chilling out while she's just making food in the house, and it finally gets to the point where she notices he's there, and she freaks out, and he starts chasing her around. I'm not sure why. I really don't even know what the goal of this man is. I think he wants to kill her, but I think he's just tormenting her. I don't know. It gets to the point where she finds her dad tied up in the closet upstairs, and she's like, what the hell? And then they just hang out upstairs for a little bit, just forget about the guy in the house. There's so many points in this movie where we just forget that we're being chased by bad guys. Like, it's just forgotten. And it's a fucking horror movie. I don't even know what to say. This movie was actual. I want to be mean, but I don't want to be mean. Like, I love Richard. I love his movies, but nothing is beating The Man from Earth and the atrocity that was put together in that film. Where was I? I'm getting sidetracked. So she finds her dad upstairs, and they hang out upstairs, forget about the fucking murderer for a little bit. Then they go to his room. He's got a gun. So it should realistically, it's just game over. And so he's frantically loading the gun in the room as he gets it. I don't know why it's not already loaded, but they go and grab the gun, and he's frantically loading it, and he looks down the hall, and the guy's there with his axe just standing there. And they're like, oh shit, we must take care. And then he's loading the gun and closes the door to give him a little bit more time, and he locks it as well. And the guy starts putting his hammer through the door, some fucking Shining bullshit. Here's Johnny. He gets the gun all loaded up, shoots him. The guy runs away downstairs, and they live happily ever after. Not. He goes outside by himself and leaves his blind daughter in the house for some reason. Blind daughter gets driven outside of the house by another man. There's two of them now. Two trench coat men or raincoat. They're wearing like the Pennywise raincoat thing, or not the Pennywise. It's the yellow raincoat, the yellow raincoat from It. They're wearing those. Yeah, they chase her out of the house. She freaking finds some guy on the side of the road, asks him for help. He dies. She runs away again, and once again, this girl's blind. She's blind. Okay, yeah, she's blind. Okay, she runs away again, and her dad finds her, and then they get back into the house, and then she shoots the guy. And I will say, this movie actually had credits. She shot the guy, and she went over to her dad and hugged the dad, and it like faded into the It actually had an ending. It like seriously had an ending. I'm shook. I'm mind blown. The moral of the story, I don't even know. I really can't even talk about these movies the way I talked about the other ones because they're just not good. They're really just not good. I'm very, very much enjoying this hiatus of shit movies that I'm watching because a long time ago, I found someone, and this is probably a more known name. I found this guy a long time ago by the name of Charles Band, and you guys have probably definitely heard of the couple movies this guy's made. He's made like Evil Bong, Ginger Dead Man. Sorry, Ginger Dead Man. Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong. This is the type of shit I want to watch. I'm ready to move on to my next director, and I think Charles Band is definitely going to be the guy. He definitely is. So I hope you guys enjoyed me ranting about fucking Richard Stinkman movies for the last 2 weeks or whatever, but I'm done. I can't do this anymore. We're moving on. I might come back, and he's like I said, this guy's got 1,500 movies. There's always another one to watch, so maybe I'll get to the point where I'll just want to watch another one, and we'll come back. For the time being, I'm done watching fucking 1-star rated movies. I'm done. It's over. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, do all the whatever. I don't know what you fucking do. Just get out of here. Bye.